I was muted the entire time. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was muted the whole time, yo. Oh, I apologize. I forgot to push the unmute button. Anyways, let me repeat what I just said. All right, I apologize. Welcome. This is a special stream I'm doing. It's an edition of Geekdom After Dark. I hope you're having a good day today. It's May 23rd, 2024. So my apologies for that little error there. I forgot to unmute because I was being dumb. I just forgot. It was there. I just forgot. I apologize. So what we're doing tonight is well, first people are coming in, but let me let you know what's going on tonight. So this is a very special stream tonight. I'm gonna be doing a few different things. Mostly it's gonna be a chill stream, not anything too crazy, not anything too hectic. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be talking to y'all, answering questions, whatever questions you may have about Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Daima, or whatever you inquire to ask me. I've done my Twitch streams on Saturday when we cover old Dragon Ball, and people ask me modern Dragon Ball questions on there, and I tell them save them for the stream, which is this stream right here. So we're doing that today here on the channel, but this is also a sponsored stream. So I'm going to be playing a video game that is sponsoring this stream. And I'm going to go into like the video game. So what I'll do is I'll be playing the game, and I'll be answering questions. You understand what I'm saying? I will be playing the game while answering questions because like I said, it's a sponsored stream. Hold on, he's saying, is my audio bad? Is my audio too low, yo? Is my audio too low? Hold on, let me make sure. Is the audio too low, or is it better now? Is it better? Is the audio better? He says, no, you good. I'm just reading what y'all are saying in the chat. Hold on here. It's fine? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that do you want me to turn myself up a little bit? I can do that as well. All right, so I turned myself up a little tiny bit, so yeah, it must be you. Thank you for all the kind words like Goku54. I appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, I'm not expecting a huge, this is not like a huge news stream. It's just going to be us having a chat about the series while I play this video game. So today we're going to be playing Raid Shadow Legends. So it's not a Dragon Ball game, but they are basically sponsoring this stream. So this stream is being sponsored by Raid. Let me go ahead and explain to you what's going on with Raid. So there's the spring in Teleria has happened. They're doing a spring hunt mini game. You can win gaming consoles and $10,000 Amazon gift cards. Basically, you have to find hidden items around the Mistwood. Download Raid, springhunt.plarium.com. Enter your Raid ID and start start searching for missing items. For new users, you get a 1x energy refill. You get a reward package of 1x energy refill, 1x XP boost, 200k silver, an ancient shard, and epic champion Tyrell. I'll be going through the game a little bit here, but again, we're answering your Dragon Ball questions. By the way, I've already got some super chats I'm going to answer, so please be patient with me when I get to those. It said also, I wrote down, use the promo code GETOBORO, and you'll basically be able to get Epic Champion Oboro, 10x Void Brew, 300k silver, 5x Greater Spirit Potions, and then after level 25, 1x energy refills, 1x XP boost, 200k silver, 1x Ancient Shard, and Epic Champion Rector Drath. So check out Raid Shadow Legends. They are kindly sponsoring this stream. But I told them, I said, but I gotta talk about Dragon Ball because if I don't, the people aren't gonna be okay with that. So I gotta talk about Dragon Ball, and there you go. So somebody else in the chat is saying my audio's low, but I don't. Is my audio low or not, guys? Like, let me know. So let me get to these super chat questions real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started with this. I'm gonna do a couple summons here real quick, but let me look at this super chat question real quick, like here. Hold on. Ooh. Give me a second, yo. Stream health, viewer. Okay, viewer activity is empty for some reason. Let me refresh this. Give me 1 second. They're saying it's super low audio. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a minute. I have to check my Audacity because okay, do I sound better now? Now I sound way better. Right? Do I sound better? What about now? Do I sound better now? Because I just fixed it. Can you hear me okay? I sound louder now, right? Okay, that's what it was, bro. I had my settings turned down from earlier. So thank you again to the chat for letting me know about that. I appreciate that, dude, really. We have emotes in the chat too. I didn't even remember we had them. Let me check viewer activity here because, okay, here we go. Let me get to the super chats and then I'm going to answer y'all's questions. Just give me one moment. I got my chat screen a little goofy right here. Okay. Anyways. Hold on. Young Smoky VP17 says, enjoy the stream, guys. I'm playing Thousand Year Door Remake. Have a good stream, Danny. RIP Toriyama. Yes, rest in peace, Toriyama. Zayas, welcome to the member section. I appreciate you being here. Omega TKJ says, now this is a man with good taste in music. I appreciate that, bro. I love Gangstar, so I do appreciate that. Let me real quick get my quest out of the way, y'all, and then I'm going to answer. Remember, I'm going to be playing the game while answering your questions. Justin Sullivan with the super chat, he says, who is your most requested character for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? If you're asking me who I want to play with the most, that's a tough question, bro. Okay, do you know who I want to play with the most, bro? Of any character and yes, I actually do play Raid Shadow Legends. I don't just promote it. I'm not just one of those guys that I actually play the game. I enjoy it. Who is my most requested character for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? I want to play with by the way, I have auto multi-battle going on so I can talk. I want to play with Hit real bad. Hit is the guy I want to play with. What kinds of moves will Hit have? What kinds of moves will he have? Let me know in the chat what you think. Oh, and also Whis, of course. What the fuck am I thinking? I want to play with Whis real bad. Okay. Omega TKJ, thank you for gifting that super chat. I didn't get any water, man. I might have to go get water here in a minute. Justin Sullivan with the $5. Did you hear Keanu Reeves is going to play Shadow in Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Yes. And the fact that we're going to get Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba in the same movie, dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. So, there you go. Clapping Cheek says, Unseen update. Unseen has been temporarily suspended for now. I would not wait for it because it didn't get any support. So we're not going to continue with Unseen at this time. Captain David Jones, brother, I don't work with Kamehacon anymore. So whatever questions you have about any convention, I do not work with that convention anymore. So I haven't worked with them in years. That I ain't the one to ask. Don't work with them. And I never will again. I will never work with Kamehacon again. Zane Izin says, do you think we'll see transformations in Daima? Yes, I do think so. However, if your question is, will we see Ultra Instinct or Super Saiyan? I don't know. I'm not... As far as I've seen, the focus of Daima will not be transformations. It'll be combat. But, we'll see some. I just don't know which. Victor Mendoza with the $20 holla. He says, is Dragon Ball Heroes considered an actual part of the timeline? Something to expect during and after Super? No, we've been over this many, many times. Dragon Ball Hero is a video game, and Dragon Ball Heroes is only Dragon Ball Heroes has its own canon where everything is canon. Everything. Super, GT, everything. No, if you follow the videos I've done on Heroes, bro, we've gone over this many, many times, man. It is not related to Heroes except that it uses Heroes. I'm sorry. It's not related to Super other than it uses Super characters in Heroes. Hold on. Let me get to the next question. Gaming Hub UK, your top 3 favorite locations in the entire Dragon Ball series. Definitely Beerus's planet. I love Beerus's planet. I love the mountain where Goku lives, Mount Paozu. I love that area. Really, really great region. Love that area. And by the way, guys, if you're asking questions in the chat, please be patient with me. I will get to your question, but I have to get to the super chats first because they're the ones donating. And so if you donate, you get to get first in line. So just please be patient with me about that. So I love Beerus's planet. I love where Goku lives, and I love the pyramids. Do y'all remember that Dragon Ball Z episode where Piccolo's like meditating and he's lifting up the fucking pyramids? It was a filler episode. I love that area. As far as it being my favorite though, do y'all remember the Pendulum Room, which is the room in Kami's Lookout in the Sacred Realm where you can go back in time to face like ancient Saiyans and shit? Love that episode. I adore that episode, and I love that area. So those are my 3 favorite areas in Dragon Ball. Next question from Cherokee, Do you have a favorite one-off Dragon Ball character or villain from Z or Dragon Ball? Okay, favorite one-off. That's a lot more difficult than just what's your favorite villain, right? Let me think for a minute, man. In the meantime, let me real quick go through this game because I want to get all of my my quests. Every time I start this game up, I have to get all the quests done first because it's daily quests. So I always just do that. So I'm doing that. Then once again, I want to reiterate this stream is being sponsored by Raid, but we're talking about Dragon Ball. So I'm gonna promote Raid. Raid is a fun game. I'm not just saying that because they're sponsoring the stream. I do play Raid. Like I actually play it. As you can see up here, Geekdom, I'm at level 80. So I actually play the fucking game, bro. I know a lot of people don't play these games when they do sponsorships, but I do play this one. So my favorite one-off character or villain, I like, does Dr. Willow count? I like Dr. Willow. Dr. Willow is my favorite one-off. Or Janemba. Janemba. You know what? It's Janemba. Janemba is my favorite one-off character. Make sure you leave a like if you're stopping by too, by the way. It does help out the stream. So my favorite character is Janemba. And yeah, that's who I like. Also, if you want to download Raid, I do have a link in the description of this stream. There will be a link there, along with a link to get all of the bonuses that you get with that too. Okay, so I got 3, and I gotta go fight these bosses. Let me do that real quick. And then I'll get to the next question. I want to get the game going by itself. I like to autoplay this game a lot because I don't have to pay that much attention to it. As far as like, I don't have to like, my characters are already strong enough that I don't really have to like overly grind. You know what I mean? Obviously, when you first play, you have to grind a little bit. But those are my favorites. Moving on, Victor Mendoza, good job, Big D. What do you think Vegeta would do if Whis dicked Bulma down? There's 2 things Vegeta would do if Whis dicked Bulma down. 2 things. Are you ready for this? Nothing and like it. Meaning, no, I'm sorry. Let me do that over again. Jack and shit. What do you think Vegeta could possibly do to Whis, bro? Yeah, he got strong. He got some hits in on Beerus when she slapped him. Do you really think Vegeta has an iota of a chance to even put a scratch on Whis, bro? Maybe he'll bite him or get a lucky shot. No, dude, he ain't doing nothing. Jack and shit, my friend. So there you go. Good question though. Good question. But you knew deep down inside that was gonna be the answer, dude. Like you knew deep down inside, right? All right, moving on. Xavier the God, your favorite character super introduced easily. Hit and the Universe 6 Saiyans. I love the idea of an alternate universe race of Saiyans who evolve beyond their tail, but don't know how to really tap into Super Saiyan because they have never been pushed to. I love the drive they have and the influence that Goku and Vegeta have had on them. I love that. And I love Hit. Hit is still a character that has not hit, no pun intended, his peak because Hit has so much potential as an assassin, dude. I love it so much. I love it so much. Justin Sullivan says, I know this is out of the blue, but have you ever played Marvel Spider-Man from Insomniac Games? Not only have I played Marvel Spider-Man from Insomniac Games, it was the first game I ever streamed on Twitch in 2018. So not only did I play it, but I'm sorry, 2017. It was 2017. I played that game right when it came out. I played that game right when it came out. So, yes, I have played that game, and I love that game. So, thank you for your question. Ronwell Nagales with the $10 question. Hi, Geekdom. I changed my profile picture to pay tribute to Toriyama via my favorite young character in the MCU after Endgame, comforting Goku and Vegeta on his passing. What's your favorite Dragon Ball video game? Oh, shit. I was not expecting that question. What's your favorite Dragon Ball video game? My favorite Dragon Ball video game? My favorite Dragon Ball video game is... Dude, that's a hard one. Okay, can I pick more than one? Can I pick more than one? Okay. My favorite Dragon Ball game. Budokai 3 on PS2. Not Tenkaichi, Budokai 3. Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo on Wii. And my third favorite is probably Fighters. Now, honorable mention to Dragon Ball Z Legends on PS1. And I also like Super Dragon Ball Z. And I also like some of the older like RPG games. Like I also like, do you ever play a game called Dragon Ball Supersonic Warriors? I love Supersonic Warriors, bro. Leave a fucking, type Y in the chat right now if you like Supersonic Warriors. If you haven't played it, you must. I might actually play it on the channel at some point because that could be a fun game to play. Because it's classic fucking game. Revenge of King Piccolo is underrated. I agree with you, Randy. Randy's 100% correct on that. Let me real quick, go here. Okay, I have to raise, I have to elevate, I have to level up some people here if you don't mind. This is how I play the game every day, dude. Unless I'm on vacation, I play this game. And I just kind of do the same thing every day just to kind of, get my rewards and, you know how it goes. DJ Extra Picklix. In the case that Tori did not leave any notes post Z, would you prefer the series to come to an end or would you rather them try to continue it? Attack of the Saiyans goes hard. I agree with that. L Nerdy, I'm talking about Supersonic Warriors 2. That's the one I'm talking about. But both of them are good. So let me answer this question. Would you prefer the series come to an end or would you rather they continue it? Two-part answer. There is Danny the fan, and Geekdom101 the business. Danny the fan, Dragon Ball can end now that Toriyama's dead. After Daima. Even though I want to see the end of Black Frieza. I want to see that. Danny the businessman, keep it going forever. I've got multiple businesses now that I run, so it's not like Dragon Ball is life or death for me anymore, no matter what losers on the internet may think. Dragon Ball is not life or death for me as much as it was a few years ago, but as a fan, I think we've gotten a lot of great shit, and I still would like more great shit, but if they chose to end it, fine. If they want to keep it going, that's fine too. As a businessman, though, I enjoy talking about Dragon Ball, so I don't mind that. I like talking about Dragon Ball for fun, and it's easy for me. This is like, I like it. Okay, so JD says, do you have plans to play Black Myth Sun Wukong? It comes out in August and it's described as being a Dark Souls Elden Ring game, but Journey to the West. Well, if I don't play it, you and Jordan are not going to let me survive. So I think I will at least try it out. In fact, maybe I will leave a question. Let me engage with you guys real quick. I'm going to start a poll real quick, okay? Would you watch me play Black Myth? Actually, no, I got a better idea. Let me ask you guys, should I play Black Myth Sun Wukong on here? So I'm asking you guys to vote in this little thing here. Should I play Black Myth Sun Wukong? Just vote yes or no. Meantime, let me get my last, I have to get my last arena. I have to get all this arena stuff done. So let me do that here. All right. Black Pixel says, if you could have any other movie character get the Broly treatment and be introduced to DBS canon, who would you choose? Janemba, brother. Janemba. It's Janemba. It must be Janemba. It's gotta be Janemba. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be Janemba. Blue Yuki says, what's your family think about you being a YouTuber? Well, they love the fact that I have a business that I run that I love, so they're very happy with it. If you can make money doing what you love, bro, then do it as much as you can. As much as you can. Calvin Rump is next on the list. He asked, did you see the manga where Gohan Beast was testing against Vegeta? The art is beautiful, even more than Dragon Ball Z style. Well, if it's a fan manga, I don't know what you're talking about. I know that there's been a few fan manga that have touched on that. So if it's a fan manga, I have not seen it. But officially, that hasn't really happened yet, more than just that little chapter we got that you remember that, what do you call it? The little teaser that we got. So I haven't read it if it's fan manga. Joseph Lipkin says, a hit origin TV special or a new hit story side quest TV movie, fire, take my money. Bro, thank you. I've been saying that forever. Why do we not get a hit? Why don't we get a hit Mandalorian type of show, bro? Why can't we get a hit Mandalorian type of show, bro? Why is that not possible? Why is that? Why don't we get that? Why don't we get that, bro? It's a Western type of show just like The Mandalorian, but it's hit. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I have the music turned down on the game because I never have, it's going to get in the way and I never have the music playing. But the game does have music and the sound effects I have turned, they're not muted, but they're down so you don't really hear it. So you can hear me clearly. Justin Sullivan says, yet another out of the blue question. Have you ever watched this new show called Smiling Friends? It's so fucking funny. I've never even heard of that show, bro. I've never even heard of that show. But maybe I should watch it. They can introduce some of Planet Sadala in a hit series. I agree with that. Xavier asks, what's more believable or ridiculous? Son Goku having a brother, Prince Vegeta having a brother, Lord Frieza having a brother, or Bulma having a sister? I love you. I love you for that. I love you for asking me that question, dude, because the answer is all of the above. But at least when when Dragon Ball revealed that Goku had a brother, right? At that time, that was a big fucking deal. It was a huge deal that Goku had a brother. When they do the same thing with Vegeta and Frieza and Tights being Bulma's sister, doesn't quite have the same impact. Here we have a main character who thought his whole life that he was a human being born on Earth, or at least a monkey boy born on Earth. And then he finds out that he has a brother and that he's an alien. That's kind of a big twist, right? Dragon Ball Z, when Dragon Ball Z began, dude, that was a major, major twist to people who were already watching Dragon Ball and reading the manga because they had no idea. They had no idea. It's crazy, man. That is a crazy twist, my friends. So let me move on to the next question. Freddy Suave says, if you could choose an OG character from Dragon Ball to get a spin-off show, who would you choose? Mine would be Tao Pai Pai. Great choice. Mine would be Mutaito. I want a Mutaito-san prequel series. That's what I want. I want Mutaito to get his own prequel series. Way in the past. Martial arts shit. I also would like some of those martial artists that we saw in early Dragon Ball get their own little stories too. How do you feel about that? Let me know in the chat. Let me get this next one. Victor Mendoza, thank you for your generosity tonight, Victor. It means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. He says, when Goku was fighting Jiren, did Whis hint at a power greater than Ultra Instinct with that heat coming from his body? Sorry if you already answered in another video. I knew about Vegeta deep down. Okay, there's a video on, I did answer this in a video in extreme detail, and the name of the video is actually called Ultra Instinct Heat Explained. Like, it's literally called Ultra Instinct Heat Explained, and the heat that Whis is talking about is not something above Ultra Instinct. The heat is the pressure and the temperature coming off of Goku's body because of the fact that his limbs were moving at speeds that were so fast that it was creating a lot of heat, a lot of friction. If you watch the video on my channel, just go to YouTube and type in Ultra Instinct Heat Explained Geekdom101. It's going to go into more detail and more explicit detail, actually using real world events and like real science to prove to you and to explain what Whis meant about heat. It's fictional, but it's based in reality. So that's your answer. Make sure you leave a like, by the way. And then Captain David Jones leaves a $1 like, so I do a super like, so I do appreciate that. All right, so the super chat questions have been, we have gone through the super chat questions. Now I'm going to go to the regular chat and look at the questions, but if you want to have your question answered with urgency, make sure that you do leave a super chat and you will have your question answered, although many of you have been generous today, and I very much appreciate your generosity. Don't forget to check out Raid Shadow Legends. They are sponsoring this stream. I know that, you know, some of y'all have heard about Raid from other YouTubers, including me. They're very generous and kind to have sponsored this stream because I told them we're talking about Dragon Ball, but I'll still play the game. But we're talking about Dragon Ball mostly because my audience wants to talk to me about it. So, and Raid is something y'all would like if you like mobile games. And it's also a lot better than some of the ones that like always try to get you, like the gacha games. I think Raid is more fair, in my opinion. So Nizzy Yukari 2 says, do you have a favorite Rockstar game? Yes. He said you can't say GTA 5 or GTA San Andreas. Bro, my favorite Rockstar game is GTA San Andreas. Are you saying I can pick any game besides it? Then I would go with... let me think for a minute. Max Payne. Can I say Max Payne? No, Bully. I love Bully. It's either GTA Vice City or Bully. Have y'all ever played Bully? All right, hold on. I'm getting a lot of questions right now, y'all. So let me get to these questions. Yash says, what's your all-time favorite fit in Dragon Ball? If you mean clothing, my favorite clothing in Dragon Ball is Vegeta's Whis outfit. That was my monitor there for a minute. I still got Godzilla on there. Vegeta's Whis outfit. At Alien Lizard Therapist, I love your name, says, serious fun question. Who wins in a fight, Mr. Satan or King Choppa? I'm going to go with King Choppa, bro. I'm going to go with King Choppa, man. He showed some good martial arts. Yeah, Bully 2 when. Vorak says, I taught little bro how to play San Andreas before he could walk. I don't know about a kid playing that game that young, bro, but whatever. You do what you got to do. All right, hold on, guys. Let me get to these questions. Hello, everyone who just joined us. Dantavion Harvey, do you think Orange Piccolo will get more screen time? Depending on the story they're going to tell next, I would assume so. He just got the form, so why not? Vital says, do you think they will animate the new arcs of the manga or skip them? Eventually, I think they'll animate them. And just passing by says, what's your favorite part about Raid? My favorite part about Raid is the fact that it's a fair game. It doesn't try to trap you. Like, there's obviously stuff you get benefits if you give them money and if you use the pay features, but it's not predatory. And I'm being honest when I say that. It's genuinely not. So there you go. Let me get to the next question here. So, McDowell Films says you should make a Screen Rant videos again. I do them once in a while, bro. Like I do them whenever something like comes out that's worth talking about. And he says, do you think Goku can absorb the Spirit Bomb like he did in Super Android 13? Probably not. I think I did a video about it. If not, I'm gonna do a video about it because there is an explanation about what happened. Oh, wait. Time out. I did do the video, but it's not up yet. So I have some good news for you, my friend. I lost, but I still got the credit for it. So, hold on a minute. Am I out? Let me check something real quick. Hold on, let me check this. Okay, we just did all the daily stuff. I got all my daily shit done. And then I got this done, which means new stuff to unlock. Very good. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go to one of these dungeons here and do some work. Probably this one, because this one's important. I'll do a few of these. Okay. Okay, let me get back to the question here. Why are they kids in Daima? Because they get a curse put on them. They get a curse put on them. If you had a chance to write a post-Z arc, what would be your approach? Planet Sadala. Definitely. Something with Sadala. Sicarlo, hey, I know who you are. He says, when is the Dr. Phil OnlyFans collab? Hold on. Dr. Phil has an OnlyFans? I don't want to even look for it, bro. I don't even want to look for it. Prior to his question, Trillgun says, Geekdom, what's the funniest DBZ moment? The funniest DBZ moment is the entire Princess Snake episode when she tries to sleep with Goku. That is the funniest DBZ moment, the entire episode. That or when Piccolo hits himself in the face with the seatbelt. Remember in the driving episode when he tries to put the seatbelt on and whips back and it hits him in the face? That's my favorite funny moment in the series, dude. So, Stingar Shark asks, who do you think would win in a fight to the death? Teen Gohan after Cell Saga versus Kaba after the Expedition Agents Vegeta? Expedition Agents. I don't know what that means. So, Kaba in Dragon Ball Super is stronger than any Gohan in Dragon Ball Z. I know some people have a hard time understanding that, but Kaba in Super, even when he first appears, because of how he fought against Vegeta, is stronger than any Gohan in Z. However, Gohan in Super is stronger than Kaba, but not Gohan in Z. The power scale goes way up in Super, bro. Way, way up. Justin Sullivan, thank you for your generosity as well. He also asks, who do you think will be DLC characters for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? I think DLC characters for Sparking Zero will be characters from Dragon Ball Daima. I believe any new villains introduced in Daima, any new forms, and the chibi versions of some of our fighters are going to be playable in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I think that you're going to be able to play as a version of Kid Goku from the beginning, probably from GT or from OG Dragon Ball. Then you'll get another Kid Goku. You'll probably get another Kid Goku for what do you call it? You'll get another Kid Goku for Daima as well. So that's my RZ says the funniest ish is when Goku taps Chi-Chi on the shoulder and sends her into the air. Yeah, when she hits the tree, that's a good one actually. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Who do you have winning, Drake or Kendrick? I did not even hear any of the songs, bro. I know they had beef, but I was way disconnected from it, bro. I was too busy with other shit. So, okay, Royal Kaiju Bladder says, is there any updates on the Toru Furuya situation? The only update that I can tell you when it comes to the situation with Toru Furuya, in case you don't know, y'all, that's the voice actor of Yamcha, who confessed to doing some pretty wild shit a couple days ago. I did a video about it. He has been canceled from many conventions. He's been canceled from many conventions. So nothing else from Japan. So that's what we know so far. Let me get this next question here. This is from Vital. He says, and I got a super chat, which I'll get to here in a minute. Do you think Dragon Ball Super retcon Super Saiyan God with the abilities of like healing? Yes, the healing powers that God Goku has in Dragon Ball Super, Goku does not have in Battle of Gods. That is a TV anime exclusive. He doesn't have it in the manga either. It's something Toei came up with. So, and we never saw it again. So I do think that, yes, it is kind of a retcon, but it's also one that we didn't even see again after that. So I don't even know we're ever going to see it again. So go figure. Let me get the next, who had the baddest one-liners in Dragon Ball? Goku and Vegeta. It's between those two. Mostly Vegeta. I would say Vegeta has the best one-liners. There's a lot of characters that have great one-liners, including Gohan, but I would say Vegeta gets more great ones than anybody else. Victor Mendoza with the super chat says, do you think Dragon Ball Super would sound better in Ocean dub? Depending on who voices who and depending on the script, it could. It just depends on who they get. The Ocean dub is a rotating cast of actors. I've always leaned more towards the Brian Drummond Vegeta, even though Sabbath's Vegeta has been the voice of Vegeta longer than anybody. Brian Drummond's was the first one that I heard, so it kind of fits more with the character, at least the villainous version. And then I like Scott McNeil's Piccolo more, so there's that. But I don't know if anybody can touch like Damon Mills' Frieza or Chris Ayres. Like that's like all Funimation or now Crunchyroll. Say Carlos says, "Don't worry, I'll get Dr. Phil on a Discord call." Okay, good. Okay, Dimitri asked a very good question. Hello, Johnny. Hope you're doing well. Dimitri asked a very good question, and he's been asking it for a few days, so I want to get to his question. He says, can you tell me exactly what was Tori's involvement in Dragon Ball Super, the anime? Okay, I've answered this before, and I've done a video on it, but I don't remember when I did that and what I called the video right now. So you may be getting some repeat information, but I'll tell you right now. Akira Toriyama's involvement in the Super anime was very, very minimal compared to what people think it was. In the Dragon Ball Super anime, Toriyama submitted a manuscript and then let Toei do what they wanted. He submitted a manuscript, he submitted plot bullet points, and he submitted character bios and pictures of characters. After that, Toei pretty much did what they wanted, which is why you have characters in the Super anime that Toriyama never created, like Kefla, for example, or even Kale. That's not a Toriyama character. Some of the Gods of Destruction were created by Toyotaro, so it's not the same as it is in Daima, where Toriyama was very hands-on for at least the first 20 or so episodes. After that, we don't know because he passed away and the show's still being made. So that should answer your question. Toriyama's work on the Super anime is not what most people think. He never wrote a single episode. He wrote an overall story that Toei took and expounded upon. Okay. We got more super chats, y'all. Let me get them out of the way. Justin Sullivan says, I think a hilarious idea would be for Colonel Sanders to be a DLC character in Sparking Zero due to KFC having... No, Sugo Boy. Toriyama created Caulifla but not Kale. He made Caulifla but not Kale. Kale and Kefla was Toei. Let me finish this question here. So he says, I think it's a hilarious idea would be for Colonel Sanders to be a DLC character for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero due to KFC having promoted Dragon Ball many times. I would love for something like that, but it's kind of goofy. It's kind of like how Bruce Lee is playable in the UFC games. It's cool, but it's also goofy. I'm not against some goofiness in Dragon Ball, so I'm not really against it. Next question. And by the way, guys, I got a lot of super chats, and like I said, those are going to get priority. But I did answer Dimitri's question, and Randy the Dragon Star. I see what you're asking me, and I think at least that's a plan. At least you have a plan, and I wouldn't be against your plan, even though there is no canon. And now that Toriyama's dead, who knows what's going to be canon now? Because the canon debates are going to get worse now because Toriyama's gone. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's going to be much more difficult. You know what I mean? Xavier the God says, rate these characters from your least to favorite. Frieza, Cell, Prince Vegeta, Majin Buu, Baby Vegeta, Lord Beerus, and King Piccolo. Well, first of all, you're giving me a lot to work with, bro, but I'll do it off the top of my head. So out of these characters, Frieza's number one, obviously, in case you can't tell by all of my banners and bios. Frieza's my favorite character in Dragon Ball. Frieza's number one. Number two is probably Vegeta, then Cell, out of the ones you listed, then Majin Buu, then King Piccolo, then Beerus, then King Piccolo, then Baby Vegeta. So I think that's how I would rank them. Joseph Lipkin says, when Piccolo and crew go to King Kai planet and all of them had to make King Kai laugh, they show Chiaotzu with his blind stare and King Kai laughing. It's so funny. Watch it again. Make sure you watch it in Japanese, bro. I don't remember that, but you're probably right. I don't remember it, though. Like, that scene in particular doesn't ring a bell. I got one more super chat here left, and I'm going to get back to the regular chat. So it says, do you prefer Sabbath's Vegeta and Z, Kai, and Super? Kai. I think Sabbath's Kai is the best one. I think Sabbath's Kai is the best. Geodog said the original 42 volumes are the Old Testament and DBS is the New Testament. That's a weird way to look at it. I will say that biblically, the original manga is the core. Like, that is true, but I would count the original manga like 42, You know what I mean? Benjamin Minoza, Geekdom, what's your top 3 OG fights in Dragon Ball? Are you talking about Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z? I'll just list Dragon Ball, like original Dragon Ball. Piccolo versus Goku at the 23rd tournament is my favorite fight in Dragon Ball, original Dragon Ball. My second favorite is Goku versus Ten Shin Han at the 22nd tournament. And my third favorite fight in Dragon Ball is Goku versus, probably Goku versus Krillin at the 22nd tournament. Ima Dedine says, where is Tarble? Tarble's in space somewhere, bro. What was my favorite fight in the series? Goku versus Piccolo. Goku versus Piccolo in the tournament. Goku versus Piccolo Jr. in the tournament is my favorite fight in the whole series. Amari says, how would you feel if Toribot was the secret boss for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. Which Goken says, which Vegeta do you like more, GT Vegeta or Super Vegeta? Probably Super Vegeta. Dantavian Harvey says, do you think the humans should have more screen time in Dragon Ball? Yes. Lazy Rococo says, what's your perfect video game? Are we talking about Dragon Ball or are we talking about any video game? Because if it's any video game, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past is a perfect game. Dragon Quest V is a perfect game. There's a couple right there. Chrono Trigger is a perfect game. God of War is a perfect game. I would even say Spider-Man PS4 is close. It's got some glitches, but it's pretty damn good. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is an almost perfect game. There's a few levels I don't like, but you know. Ramel Carter says, did Black Frieza surpass silver-haired Ultra Instinct? I believe he did. Also, do you think Black Frieza surpassed Jiren or could eventually surpass Jiren if he keeps training in the Room of Spirit and Time? Yes, and if not, then yes. So the answer is yes to pretty much everything. You understand what I'm saying? Bully. I love that game. Do you Elden Ring? I mean, have I played it? No. Hold on. Which dubbed Frieza is the best? Easily Chris Ayres. I've talked about that before, bro. Rest in peace, Chris Ayres. Kyle Clark says, what would you like to see in Dragon Ball Daima? A good show with great fights. That's what I want to see. A good show with great fights and fun lore. That's it. That is it. Wooden Clockwork says, definitely agree on Chrono Trigger. Well, if you like Chrono Trigger, you should play the other ones I just named. Victor Mendoza says, doesn't Krillin deserve a transformation? Maybe more hair? He's a human, bro, and humans don't transform. So, if he got one, it wouldn't be by natural means, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like by natural means. Changster TV says, is it nearly impossible to revive any of Goku's other family members like Grandpa Gohan or Bardock? No, it's nowhere near impossible because they have stronger Dragon Balls now. And the Dragon Balls they have now can break the rules of the older Dragon Balls. So they can revive either of them at any point they want. The difference is Grandpa Gohan already said he doesn't want to be revived, and Bardock won't be revived because Bardock died before anybody even knew what the Dragon Balls were. They weren't even made on Earth, I don't believe. Well, it might have been on Earth, but they weren't used in the series for sure until way after Bardock's death in the timeline. So they could wish him back, but Goku doesn't know him. You know what I mean? Goku does not know Bardock. He knows of him now, but they don't know each other like, you know, like they don't have any quality time because he died when Goku was very young. Metal Gear Solid 2 is a perfect game. I disagree with you. I disagree with that. I think Metal Gear Solid 3, that's a perfect game, my friend. Metal Gear Solid 3 is not only a perfect game, it's one of the best PlayStation 2 games of all time. And in my opinion, the best Metal Gear Solid game, bro. I don't think they top that one. Metal Gear Solid 3 is amazing. Amazing. Geekdom, will Vegeta get his revenge on Beerus and Daima? I don't think so. I don't think so. I also don't think he wants revenge on Beerus because he's learning from Beerus. What revenge? What's the revenge, bro? He's learning from Beerus. He's learning from Beerus. I love Metal Gear Solid 3, bro. Don't even get me started. Stable Ramies says, what aspect of the whole Dragon Ball series would you change? I'm going to say one thing, bro. And one thing only. What would I change about Dragon Ball? You want to know what I would change? You really want to know? I would get Shueisha and Toei the fuck away from Dragon Ball. That's what I would do. I would get them away from Dragon Ball. That's what I would do, bro. That's what I would do. Just being honest with you, that would be what I would do. L Nerdy Senpai says, who do you want to get the W for Frieza? Do you mean the W on Frieza? Vegeta did a whole video on it. Go to my channel and type in Vegeta will kill Frieza and you'll find that video. You will find that video. McDowell Films, what's your opinion on Gohan probably not being in Daima? I think he is in Daima. Anybody who says he's not in Daima has no idea what they're talking about because I think he is in it. We just haven't seen him yet. Victor Perez says Xenogears from the PS1 era. If you know, you know. I mean, I know. Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3 are pure perfection. I don't think Xenogears is perfect because it's got a lot of problems and the game's unfinished. So I don't think it's perfect, but it is good. Silent Hill 2 is perfect. The other two, not as much, but they're still good. Xavier the God, thank you again for your generosity. Xavier, what do you do for a living, bro? Because you're one of the most generous people on these streams, both to me and other content creators. You don't have to tell me how much money you make. I wouldn't ask you that because I know it's private and I would never expect you to answer me that. But I am curious about what you do for a living, like what your day job is. But he says, what do you like more, Goku and Piccolo Special Beam Cannon on Raditz, Goku, Krillin, Gohan, Spirit Bomb on Vegeta, Birder and G's Purple Comet Clash, 17 and 18 Dead End Rain on Gohan, or Family Kamehameha? Family Kamehameha is my favorite out of the ones you picked, but it's from a movie. If we're talking about outside the movies, probably the Goku, Krillin, Gohan three-way on Vegeta at the end of the Saiyan Saga. Because they were... The end of the Saiyan Saga was awesome because it felt like they were in like a battle of attrition. It wasn't a one-sided battle. It wasn't a one-sided battle, bro. It was a battle of attrition. All right, I've been waiting for this question to come up because I've already answered it, and I'm going to give you the correct answer. Lazy Rococo says, what would happen if Captain Ginyu swapped bodies with Gotenks? You want to answer that question? I've already answered that. Go to Geekdom101 and look at a video called Body Change or Body Switch Explained. I already explained this in that video, and I also did a short about it. If you want a complete explanation on what would happen, and it's a longer explanation, go to Geekdom101, go to Technique Guide, and look up that video. Because that's the definitive answer. You don't have to ask any other content creator. What's in that video is the definitive answer. I promise you that. No problem, Chankster. I appreciate it. I can't get everybody's question because the chat moves up pretty quickly sometimes. Johnny Topside says, do you think Pan could achieve Beast? When she gets older, possibly. When Pan gets older, I would not be against that. So, yeah. Why not? Why not? Let me get in the Minotaur's Labyrinth here. I have to get these scrolls because they help my characters unlock stat boosts and things like that in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and get some scrolls there as I keep playing. He says, what is attrition? That sounds like a big word. Come on, bro. You're smarter than this. Attrition means the back and forth. It's a back and forth battle that, like, you don't know who's gonna win because it's to the death. You know what I mean? It's like an extreme battle. Does that make sense? In fact, I'll look it up for you, bro. Attrition says the act or process of gradually reducing the strength or effectiveness of someone or something through sustained attack or pressure. That's what it is. AKA, they were going at each other so hard in those early episodes of Z in the Saiyan Saga finale that it really, really, like, it was a war of attrition. Damn, man, y'all are so generous today. I've made almost $300 in donations, dude. I appreciate that, yo. And this stream is also sponsored. So, should I do more of these Q&A streams? Let me ask y'all real quick. I'm going to ask a new question. Right now, 81% of people said to go ahead and play the game on here. But I'm going to ask a new poll right now. 80%. Should I do more Q&A streams? Yes or no? So please vote. Should I do more streams of just random Q&As late at night or in the evening time? Let me know if you would like that or not. Let me get to these new super chats, yo, guys. We got 2 new super chats. We got 2 new ones here. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody's. Okay, Alien Lizard Therapist says, is One Piece really that much more popular in Japan than Dragon Ball? Toei always seems to prioritize them more. Daima has hardly any promotion, while Toei is already hyping up a 25th anniversary. That's because Daima is under the jurisdiction of Capsule Corp Tokyo. Well, no, they're not under the jurisdiction of Capsule Corp Tokyo. They're under the jurisdiction of Shueisha because of the fact that Capsule Corp Tokyo did not take control till after. So this is why Toei pushes One Piece. However, if you're asking me if One Piece is more popular than Dragon Ball, as of right now, listen to what I'm saying. As of right now, in Japan, the answer is yes. The One Piece manga right now is red hot, and it is more popular than Dragon Ball is now. As far as is it more popular than Dragon Ball was back in the day, I can't answer that question, but it has sold more chapters even though it's longer. But right now, One Piece is absolutely Toei's priority. That's just the way it is. I know a lot of folks don't like that, but I'm not gonna bullshit you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just that's just the truth. You understand what I'm saying? It is just the truth. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is what it is. Okay. Calvin Rump says, Trunks once stated, I have seen this all my life, and you can see a glimpse of P-Cell. Is that the Broly timeline from that video Goku looks dead? I don't know what you're talking about, Calvin. Genuinely, I do not know what you are talking about. Where did he say this line? Because I don't remember him saying that. If it's in the dub, bro, then that's your answer. It's the dub. If it's in the Japanese version of the manga, I really kind of need more information and more details. Okay, ongoing. Xavier asks, do you have a favorite Dragon Ball game soundtrack? Mine is Budokai Tenkaichi 2, Raging Blast 2. You know what game has a good soundtrack, bro? Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. GT Final Bout is not a good game. GT Final Bout is garbage. But yet the soundtrack, bro, why is the soundtrack so good? Why is the soundtrack to that game so good? Same thing with Budokai 2. Great soundtracks, man. Daniel Bell. Okay. Daniel Bell asks, Danny, you got any more Daima news? I'm super excited for it and hearing rumors of even more Journey to the West inspired story. I've already covered everything I know about Daima on the channel, bro. And I did a video literally this past Saturday giving you the update on Daima. I have no other information on Daima, and in that video, which I put out on Saturday, I even talked about when I expect to see more Daima news. And unfortunately, it's not going to be in May. So we will have to wait a few more weeks to get new Daima news, at least from Japan. But yes, listen to me. If people, and this goes to anyone watching this, please understand. You do not have to ask me on social media. You do not have to ask me, hey, you got any news on Dragon Ball? If there is news, I will cover it on the channel. You have my word, I will make a video on it. Just go to the channel, go to the videos playlist or the uploads, and you'll see all the videos I put out. And if there's news, you'll see it there. Any kind of news on Daima or Super, I will cover. Dokkan and Legends, that's not me. That's Truth. That's like Dion. That's other channels. I don't cover Dokkan and Legends, but Daima and Super, 100% you'll get videos on it or streams here on the channel every time. Next question from Lone Wolf 19. Where in the afterlife do you think Bardock went? I don't know, because Bardock, the original Bardock from Z was kind of an asshole. I am not high, bro. Thank you for asking, but I'm not high. The original Bardock from Z was kind of a prick. I won't lie about that. The new Bardock from Minus and from Broly, I think he may have gone to heaven because he is he's a good guy. Awesome Discussion says, I think the reason there are delays and no official dates is because Sasuke is currently liquidating at the moment at the legal process for executives of estates. That would be wrong, my friend. No offense, but you are wrong about that. What Sasuke Toriyama does involving Toriyama's estate has nothing to do with Super and Daima. I assure you of that. I'm going to repeat what I'm saying, brother. And trust me when I tell you this. What Sasuke Toriyama does with Akira Toriyama's private money has nothing to do with Super and Daima. That's between the family and the attorneys of the family, and that's it. And we're never going to find out because that's their family. Nobody in the chat, including me, deserves to know anything about that family because they're a private family. So if something's going on with that, it's going to for sure be between them. Just letting you know that. Next question from Xavier de God. Rate these characters from weakest to strongest. Bro, these questions are hard for me. Damn it. He writes, these are the characters. Super Perfect Cell, Demon King Dabura, Hachiak, Full Power Bojack, and first movie LSSJ Broly. The Broly one is very hard to answer because people think he's stronger than he actually is. But he is stronger in the later movies. But I'm going to start with, you said from weakest to strongest. So in my opinion, I think it's going to go the following. I think out of the ones you listed, Hachiak is the weakest, even though he does have a scary ability. Hachiak is the weakest, followed by Bojack. Then I would put Broly. I would actually put Broly above Bojack slightly. Super Perfect Cell, and then Dabura. I think Dabura is stronger than, Darbura. Really, it's Darbura. He is, that's his name, but it's the same shit. He's stronger than Cell. They say he's equal to Cell, but he's a little tiny bit stronger. Or at least we've theorized he's a little bit stronger than Cell, but he doesn't have regeneration. So, there you go. Well, actually, no, let me take that back. Dabura is stronger than Perfect Cell, but maybe not Super Perfect Cell. So actually, let me flip mine a little bit. I'm going to put Super Perfect Cell above Dabura, but Perfect Cell is a little bit lower. So Super Perfect I would put above. My opinion only. Sebastian Rodriguez says, hello from Dominican Republic. Hello, I'm from Cuba. We're like 2 islands away from you, bro. Even though I'm in Florida now, I'm in America. We're close by. He says, Why would Toei not allow even the games to adapt the DBS manga content? Because the DBS manga has nothing to do with Toei, my friend. Does Toei make manga? Toei does not make manga. Toei makes anime. Toei has nothing to do with the video games or the manga. Also, let everybody remember you hosted Kamehacon. No DB tuber came close to that feat. No, you're right, and none will, ever. So, I know that I hosted, but I put the event together. And how funny is it that the events that I put together did so much better than the ones that I didn't put together? But hey, what do I know, buddy? That ain't my problem anymore. Fuck that. All right, Victor Perez here. By the way, I'm going to be wrapping up here shortly, guys. I got to do one more promo for Raid. Make sure you check out Raid Shadow Legends. In the pinned comment and in the description, there is a link for you to download this game. They are sponsoring this stream. And, you know, they're cool with me at answering Dragon Ball questions if I show off this game. So make sure you check out the game when you get a chance to. It is free on the App Store. So Victor Perez says the following. Have you got the chance to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yet? I do not have a PS5 yet, so I have not had a chance to play it. I will play it because I want to real bad, but I've been super, super busy. Those of you who don't know, I have been opening up other businesses right now. I'm opening up my third business right now, and it's very early on, and that's been taking up my time. I really don't have time, like, as much time as I used to play games, nor do I have as much time to even do geekdom content while there is no like new anime or new manga. So instead I've devoted like 80% of my time to getting this other business off the ground. That's what I've been working on. So there you go. He goes on to say, also, did you know that Toyotaro is active daily on the social media app Threads? He posts there daily. He went to go see a Star Wars movie recently at the movie theater. Well, which Star Wars movie was it? And that's number one. And number two, I don't use Threads. I know that's like Facebook's answer to Twitter. Like, I know that, but I don't use that app, so I don't know anything about it. Sick Carlo says, Mavs, Celtics, Wolves, or Pacers, who's winning? Okay, so I have not been following basketball for a long time. The last time that I followed NBA was 2020. It was 2020 in the early days of the pandemic. And I saw a little bit of 2021, but I have not kept up. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea who's playing on whose team. Well, you and I talked about it in the server the other day. Like, remember I told you when I was big into basketball, remember we talked about like Kevin Durant, how I used to like him, but then he kind of showed out to be a snowflake. Like, we talked about that, bro. That was back when I was into it. So there you go. All right, let me get these questions here in the chat right now. Piano Man says, is it true that at first Toriyama wanted to end the story in the Frieza saga? No, that's not true. And I debunked that more than 5 years ago. Once again, go to Geekdom101, type in Toriyama and the Frieza saga, and go to Dragon Ball. Go to Dragon Ball Mythbusters. Go to Geekdom101. Go to Dragon Ball Mythbusters, and I did a whole video explaining with evidence, listen, with evidence that Toriyama never was going to end the series at Frieza. That's been one of the biggest myths in the history of fucking Dragon Ball that people have believed for decades, and guess what? It's wrong. So once again, go to my playlist. The playlist that I'm talking about is Dragon Ball Mythbusters. That is where I debunk myths. Like, for example, did you know Bulma's last name is not Briefs? That's more lies. So if you go to the playlist, in fact, take a look at your screen right now. Look at my screen for just a minute, bro. See right over here how it says Dragon Ball Mythbusters, and here, see how it says here, Dragon Ball Z Frieza Saga ending debunk. See this video? Dragon Ball Z Frieza Saga ending debunk. That's the video you need to watch, bro. That's the one. That goes into everything with proof. Make sure you send that video to people who say that you're wrong, because the series was never supposed to end there. Let me move on to the next question. Cody winning this weekend? I think Cody is going to win this weekend. Uneducated Wise Man, I love your name. By the way, guys, I'm gonna head off here shortly, okay? Just letting you know. He says, what is Goku's best martial arts feats where he beats an opponent with martial arts rather than with overpowering them? Two thousand 23rd tournament against Piccolo. I like the way he won that fight. And also, no, that's probably my favorite. That's probably it. What else do I have to do here? I think I'm good with Raid, bro. Awesome discussions. Yes, people do believe it, but it's BS. People believe anything that makes sense. Well, that one, I don't know if it doesn't make sense or it does. It's just that's not true. Shadow Space attended WWE and got the shit beat down by Randy Orton. I did not know that. I did not know that happened. And no, I wasn't there. Okay. Vegito or Gogeta? I don't know if that means if I like him more or who would win. Anyways, let me get to this question here. Who do you think will win King of the Ring? Gunther. Yeah, I don't think Cody's going to lose to Logan, bro. I don't see that being the case. All right, y'all. Do you think Raditz is the best looking Saiyan out there? Hell no, bro. Hell no. That's Goku. I think. Who do you like more? I like Gogeta more. The reason why I like Gogeta more than Vegito is because Gogeta's got cooler clothing, bro. That vest, listen, I'm a big fan of like the Gogeta vest or whatever, and the pants, the baggy pants. I like it. Anyways, y'all, let me talk to you about Raid before we get out of here. Right now, they sponsored this stream, and I respect them, and I actually do play their game. It is a fun game, trust me. And it's not like a predatory game. I like it. So there's Spring in Teleria with a special Spring Hunt mini game right now. You can win gaming consoles and $10,000 Amazon gift cards. You can find the hidden items around the Mistwood. And download Raid and then go to springhunt.plarium.com. That's springhunt.plarium.com and enter your Raid ID after you get the game going and start searching for the items. There are new user reward packages now. 1x energy refills, 1x XP boost, 200k silver, 1x ancient shard, and an epic champion Tyrell. I don't even have that champion, bro. And because I'm not a new user, so make sure you get it. Promo code GETOBORO, and you get another new epic champion Oboro, 10x Void Brew, 300k silver, and 5x Greater Spirit Potions. So you get a lot there, and then after level 25, you get 1x energy refills, 1 XP boost, 200k silver, and 1 ancient shard and epic champion Rector draft. I don't have any of those epic champions, by the way, so that's good if you get it. So let me see, I might get a couple more questions. Okay, we got one more super chat here, and by the way, I will do more of these in the future, sponsored or not. I will do more of them. Let me look here. He says, do you think Z Bardock and King Vegeta had wives or partners, or they breeded with any Saiyan women they desired? King Vegeta probably did, but I don't know about Bardock. He might just have one wife. Sega Herman, hold on, I got more super chats, yo. Hold on, let me catch up here. I got 3 more. Xavier says, have you seen Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Spectacular Spider-Man, Wolverine and the X-Men, or even Iron Man Armored Adventures? I recommend them. I've only seen the Avengers one. That's the only one I've seen out of those, the Avengers one. Sega Herman says, one DBZ fan to another, please check out Amphibia. If I remember to, I will. Victor Perez, bro, you better get a PS5 next year when GTA 6 drops next year. Exclusive to your consoles. PC got shanked by Rockstar. I might get it for that. We'll see. I'll probably have one by next year, bro. I've just been too busy to play any games. Xavier says, do you think Z-Bar... Oh, I already answered that. Is there anything else that he asked? No, I got it. What is your favorite OG Dragon Ball character? Tao Pai Pai. Probably. Kevin Arroyo. Quien gana? Gotika, CEO Culona versus Hot Librarian. I don't know who that is, bro. Based on the name, I would go with the Gotika. But I do not know who that is, bro. I do not know who that is. Anyways, yo, if you want an update on Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Daima, I did a video last Saturday about it. Instead of asking that question in the stream, just check out that video, dude. I did it. It came out last Saturday. I put an update for Daima, Super, and Sparking Zero. With that being said, though, I am out. Take care, y'all. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next stream.